Hi you guys, my name is Cherita. Welcome to my channel. Okay, listen. There's a lot to talk about today. And by today, I mean Friday, I think it is. But listen, this video that I'm talking about today literally has nothing to do with anything I've ever talked about on my channel. But it needs to be talked about because things were said. Things were said. I'm gonna be talking about Jada Pinkett Smith and her own red table talk. If you're interested in this video, go ahead and keep watching. Before I get started, make sure you click subscribe for new content whenever I post. And also do not forget to click the notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a video. So let's get started. Child. All right, so about a week or two, hell, maybe even last year, I don't know. August Alsina came out and told basically the whole world that him and Jada Pinkett Smith had a relationship. And not only did they have a relationship, but Will Smith gave his blessings for their relationship. So of course everybody went crazy and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe Jada and August were sleeping together, and I can't believe that Will Smith allowed his wife to sleep with another man, and I can't believe this and I can't believe that. Now here's the thing. If you haven't been living under a rock, this whole thing about Will and Jada being swingers is not new. I feel like the subject of Will and Jada being swingers comes out once every year and a half, 2 years. And it's like a new generation of people that are like, oh my gosh, I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, when the whole Jada and August thing surfaced, people were making memes, and if y'all know Black Twitter, then y'all know. And it was, I mean, it was like Christmas. It was like Christmas in July, and people were just living for the memes and everything that was happening that had to do with Jada, August, and Will. August said his piece, and then Jada and Will came out and said their piece and basically was like, oh, we never said that to August. This wasn't said, blah, blah, blah. And then, I don't remember if August came out with receipts or what it was. You guys, quarantine has been going on for way too long. I don't know when something happened. I don't know when something didn't happen. All I know is that things happened. But basically, Jada put out this tweet and was like, I'm bringing myself to the red table. And so that's what happened. So today, it's Friday, July 10th, 11th, 34th? I don't know. But today, Jada did her red table talk. This table talk was all of 12 minutes long. And if you guys don't know, majority of her table talks are like 40-ish minutes. So it was like, okay, cool, whatever. We're getting the content that we wanted because, you know, August said we had to say last August. The first thing that I recognized was that Will's energy, like, towards Jada was a little off to me. It was very shady, but not in a rude way, but in a way where it was just kind of like, yeah, Jada, tell him. Yeah, let him know. And like Jada would say something and Will would be like, oh yeah, cause I was done with you, or I was ready to not talk to you for the rest of my life. And I don't know, it like the energy just seemed a little off, and Jada's just kind of like laughing it away, like, yeah, you're right. I was so bad. I don't know. That was a little weird and a little off to me. Just the entire time it was all of Jada did something wrong and Will forgave her. And here's the thing. I don't care what Jada did. That's their business. But I don't like how it seemed that everything, like what led to their separation, their breakup, was all Jada. Those were the vibes that I was getting. I could be wrong, but those were the vibes that I was getting. And just a side note, the whole time I was watching this, I was envisioning me and Will being married. So like, I love this man. So it's not like, oh, I'm taking Jada's side because I'm a woman and like feminism. No, the vibes that I was getting were just very, everything was Jada's fault and Will had no play in this. So conversation, ooh, and I can't stop doing this because that's all Jada does. However, Jada dropped a gem on us that we did not know that we needed. She said, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August. Ma'am, entanglement? A what? And then here comes Will and he's like, oh, an entanglement? And she's like, yeah, you know, we were entangled. And he goes, y'all was in a relationship. And she's like, well, I mean, yeah, if that's what you want to say. Like, it was just very... entanglement. The word for 2020 is entanglement. Like, when you talk to somebody new, you're gonna have to ask, like, situationship, that's no longer a thing. Were you guys dating? Were you guys engaged? Were you guys entangled? Were you guys married? These are the questions that are going to be asked from now until forever. Jada gave us the word that we did not know we needed. So long story short, this is what happened. Jada and Will were amicably separated. They both said, listen, and even, I don't remember who said it, Jada or Will, but they said the separation was indefinite, meaning maybe it was forever. It probably was forever, but right now, we're probably not going to get back together. Indefinite means there's no, like, it can go on forever. Jada and August were in a relationship. So August wasn't lying when he said we were in a relationship. And what I didn't like about the setup of how Jada and August got into a relationship was when Will was like, yeah, when I met Aug, he was very, and they both Will and Jada were like very sick. So it sounds like Jada took advantage of whatever illness August was going through. And I'm not, when I tell you, I'm not trying to demean his mental health by putting it in quotes, but I don't know what illness he's going through. So I'm not trying to diagnose August with anything. However, Will and Jada said that he was sick. And to me, it just seems that they're talking mental illness. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think Jada took advantage of what August was going through. I don't think she knew she was taking advantage of it, but I think she did. August and Jada broke up because I guess August wanted more than what Jada was willing to give. And then now all of a sudden Jada and Will are back together and they're in this lifelong partnership or whatever they want to call it, arrangement. I don't know. But marriage probably isn't the best word for what's going on right now. And I'm not married, so I probably shouldn't be speaking on it. It just seems like they're not ready to give up this power relationship that they have. And I'm not saying that they're not best friends, and I'm not saying that they don't co-parent well together. But whatever is going on, like, this relationship just isn't what they thought it would be for as long as it's been going on. Probably doesn't make sense, makes sense in my head. And now Will and Jada are back together. And the cringiest, oh my gosh, you guys, the cringiest thing that happened at the end of the table talk, like I said, it was all of 12 minutes long. I want y'all to watch it so you can see the body language, and it was just awkward. Jada says, we ride together. Will says, we die together. And they bumped fists and said, bad marriage for life. What in the... So here's my unsolicited opinions. I think that Jada has never 1000% completely healed from Tupac. From his death. I believe Tupac and Jada felt that her and Tupac were soulmates. She lost her soulmate at a very young age. And I don't think she's been the same ever since. I also don't think that Will is okay knowing that he's not Jada's soulmate. Again, I could be making this all up. This is just what makes sense in my head. I was talking to a couple of my friends that included AR Stringer and Dion. If you don't know who they are, go subscribe to their channels. They have YouTube channels. Go subscribe to them because they give a lot of just great insight just on life. But what they were saying is Jada probably never wanted kids. And however her and Will met, which I want to say before Nia Long got casted as Lisa on Fresh Prince, Jada, she auditioned, and then that's how Will and Jada met. And then long story short, I don't think Jada ever wanted to just be Will Smith's wife. I think she wanted to be Jada Pinkett. But then she became Will Smith's wife, and then they had the kids, and then they became this power couple. And now that her kids are grown, she wants to find herself as a woman. She knows who she is as a wife. She knows who she is as a mother, but she doesn't know who she is as a woman. And I think that's the underlying issue. Because, you know, she's like, oh, I was broken and this and that. But the thing is like, I don't think she knows truly who she is. And she needed to figure that out. And then on top of that, like, I don't know if you've seen August, but like, I'm not mad at her for it. I am not mad at her for it. And the last thing that I want to talk about is everybody is so focused on, oh my God, Jada stepped out on their marriage, which no, she did not step out because again, they were amicably separated, meaning they both knew they were separated. Will said himself, he never thought he would talk to Jada again, meaning she was free to do whatever she wanted to do. But what's funny is that nobody's talking about the entanglement that Will Smith went through. You cannot tell me that Jada and Will broke up amicably and Will was not out here humping on these girls. You can't tell me Will wasn't out here humping on these people. You can't tell me that Will wasn't doing the same thing Jada was doing. So why are we so focused on what Jada is doing? How come we can't talk about Will and his entanglements? I mean, it's just a question. So I encourage you guys to go watch the Red Table Talk and then come back and we will have the conversation that needs to be had in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Also, do not forget to link up with me on my social media. All of that information will be down below in the description box. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.